right. Well, I play Dirk in the film. He is the foil to Bill's Frank character. He kind of thinks he knows it all, and he's really trying to just knock Frank down a peg or two. Do you really think the first girl you fall in love with is going to be the one to accept you?
It has to have happened before, right?
I'm sure it's happened somewhere.
I play Frank, the main character. Also the writer, director, animal wrangler.
Everything.
Yeah. But yeah, I play the main character Frank, and he's this guy who falls in love with this woman that he works with named Judy. You know, she's a normal, physically normal person. He's not. So he doesn't think that he has a chance with her. He doesn't think like the usual way of doing things will work. You know, just a guy liking a girl and telling her about it. So he meets up with his friend Dirk, you know, to have sort of this late night conversation about what to do.
Is that it?
Is what it.
Is that the end of the story?
No, the end of the story is me rocking back and forth in some asylum if I don't figure out a way to deal with it.
Jesus. Why don't you just ask her out?
Just ask her out. Seriously? Is that what I came here for?
You've been on dates before, haven't you?
One date. One blind date that my mom set up.
Was she crippled?
She was disabled. Yes. As I was writing it, I actually based the character of Dirk partially off of
Partially.
you. Yeah.
I'm not that big of a jerk.
All
in
the
real
worst,
life.
all the worst parts were all you.
Of course.
So when I decided to make the short out of the feature script that I'd written, this film's based on the feature script. When I decided to make this segment of it into a short film, I thought, well, why don't I just get Erik to do it? So I propositioned him, and luckily he said yes. I'm really glad that I could have Erik in it with me. I feel like it adds a level of authenticity. You know, there's been other movies about disabled characters, but, you know, we're trying to do something a little more humorous, a little more real.
Yeah, obviously this is a very exciting project to be a part of. I liked how the script wasn't really sugar-coated at all. It was a very, hard, realistic take.
Maybe if I just spent more time with her.
Nobody wants to grow old with you. You know why? Because nobody thinks they're getting old anymore. Nobody says to themselves, gee, we'll all be disabled someday, right? This isn't PBS. It's MTV.
I actually don't really have any funny stories on set. I'm a nervous wreck on set. So I can't really think of any hilarious tales other than watching you sing between takes.
Well, I'm mic'd up here, and when I'm just not doing anything on set, I have a tendency to talk to myself or sort of hum to myself or even sing to myself, and I'm sure Dave over here got a whole bunch of that, and I'm sure
He said
was
it sounded
lovely.
good. He said it sounded good though.
well, I'm auditioning for
American Idol.
yeah, next year, so watch out folks.
Yeah, hopefully, we can use some of that in the end credits.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
yeah.
It would fit with the tone of the movie perfectly.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so.